Oh, yeah, they do. You just haven't looked.
I also told him about pushing up on your shoulders.
Let's start in child's pose.
No, I'm telling you, I'm spreading the news.
Toes together. I do need a little stretching. Yogi's choice, knees at the edge of the mat, or knees together. You can have your block. As always, reminder to listen to your body. Just because it looks good on Yoga Journal doesn't mean it feels good in our body.
Those people are spastic.
Listen to your body. Take a rest anytime you want to. So inhale, reach your arms long. Long, 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 long. Navel in. You can use your block to rest your head, forehead on your arms. So reach forward and think about putting your shoulder blades together. That should hopefully open your chest up a little bit. Maybe you can come down to the floor a little bit more. And if you're down far enough, maybe your forehead will touch, maybe your chin. If your forehead is touching the mat, option to roll your forehead around, especially with the wind and the sinuses are picking up. Inhale, stretch a little bit more, grow tall. Option to bend your elbows. Take your hands back below your head. Walk your elbows by your ears and see if you can, no, not by your ears, towards your ears I should say, keeping the length. Like your biceps are next to your ears. That's a better cue. And see if you can get more of a stretch. Inhale, keep your navel in towards your spine. Maybe your sits bones can come towards your heels a little bit more. One more inhale. Stretch your arms out in front of you. Lift up onto your fingers. Take a little claw. Maybe you can come up a little bit. Walk your hands to the right. Keep your left sits bones touching your left heel. Hopefully you get a stretch on your left side body. I'm guessing that's a yes. Again, you can have the blocks under your hands. You can take your left hand over your right hand and deepen that stretch. Inhale, navel in, come up a few inches. Walk your hands to the middle and then to the left. Right sits bones down, navel is still kissing your spine. Push your hands into the floor to keep your bottom down. Right hand can go over your left hand. Do not overstretch to the point of spasming.
No, it smells wonderful.
Inhale, lift up a little bit. Exhale, walk your hands to the center. Stretch out some more. Maybe you can elongate some more. You guys look like you're off the mat all of a sudden. Keeping your hands, arms long in front of you. Lift up to your elbow. Bring your knees together. And then sit back again. So that your torso is resting on your thighs. What was that?
Push my air out.
Okay. Let's do an experiment. Lift up slightly and then walk your hands to the right and see if that changes anything. Which feels better, this one or your knees apart? Feels different.
Both good.
Yeah,
Well, the
just
side stretch is the
thinking
same.
just-
You're just
yeah.
not getting the inner thigh part like
Yep.
when you're wide legged.
walk your hands to the middle
This one's more relaxing.
and then to the left. I just can't breathe as well.
Yeah, duh. Diaphragms are mushed up with your thighs.
And then come to center. Keeping your hands extended, lift your bottom up. Keeping the crown of your head towards facing your mat. Tuck your toes. And then sit back again over your heels. You can stay here, or navel really working in, ribs coming in together. Lift your sits bones up so your head is floating above the mat. It's not actually pushing into the mat. And then you can keep your arms there or bring them around to your heels and grab your heels. Grab it. Keep your navel in to support your back. You can pull on your arms, your hands. Hopefully you guys are getting a nice stretch on your
Yes.
back. Did just something just pop on you?
I don't think so.
Release your hands back above your head. Release your toes. Come on back. Wiggle. Side to side, whatever feels good.
It's the breathing.
The breathing, yes. Keeping your arms extended. Inhale, glide your face towards your hands. And come on up into kind of a long cow. Exhale, navel in. Curve your back. Sit back. Inhale, glide forward. Inhale up. Exhale, curve your back. When you glide up, try to keep your arms parallel to each other and your elbows in. Let's save your shoulders. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last time, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, come up slightly. Tuck your toes. You can either come up to downward dog through tabletop or just lift up to down dog. Feel free to walk your dog. You can sway, move your hips over. So push your palms into the mat. Shoulder blades should be coming together and going down towards your bottom. Your bottom should be reaching towards where the wall and the ceiling meet. Navel should be in. If you have the extension, your ear should be by your biceps. You should be looking down between your toes. If your feet are not touching, that's okay. Bend your knees. It's about elongating your back and not so much your hamstrings. Inhale, come up on your tippy toes. Glide forward to where your shoulders are over your wrist. Bend your knees and hover.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. Gotta get it in somehow. One more inhale. Exhale. Think about, there's a rope on your belly button pulling you up to the sky and then down.
Stop visualizing this.
Inhale, right leg up. Only gonna make you do one. So look back and make sure your left hip isn't coming out to the side. Bend your right knee. Just because it feels good to stretch it out, open your hips. Think about your right heel coming towards your left bottom. Inhale, extend. And exhale, step your right foot forward. Left knee down. Have your blocks on either side of you. So this was one thing I noticed yesterday. Oh yeah, I was right. Okay.
I'm in trouble.
Weight on your front foot should be even. The mound of your big toe, the mound under your little toe, and on your heel. Your toes should be on the inside of your knee. Look at the outside of your right knee and go down. And make sure your butt is in line with your right knee. I saw a lot of this. I saw a lot of this.
Not from us, though.
No. No, it was just kind of obvious. So inhale, tuck your belly in, put your arms up. And feel how the weight is evenly distributed between both legs. It's not dumping on one side or the other. Feel a difference? So inhale, shift back. This is another thing I noticed. When you shift back and you need to, feel free to lift your left knee to give yourself space.
Okay. I usually use my block.
Yeah, that was the other thing that I was noticing. So come forward again. In a perfect world, the pressure should be above your kneecap, but it doesn't always land there. So when you shift back, feel free to lift your knee and then shift back. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Get your kneecap out of the way and it does not so painful.
Yes.
Feel the difference? All right, shift forward again. Same thing, you can lift that back knee to land on the knee rather than bruising your kneecap. Oh, since we're here, both hands to the inside. Again, look to see what your hips are doing. Hopefully it's not doing this, we're doing this. Feel free to move that right leg out, especially people who are well endowed. Move the darn leg out of the way. I mean, just give yourself the room. And come on down to your elbows if you like. This is one of those poses where it's okay to start playing with the right leg. Bottom or your soles can be elevated. You can move your right foot to go out to the side. But pay attention to where you're feeling it. I guess that's the gist of today. Pay attention to where you're feeling it. Do what your body's asking for. So on me, I'm feeling this on the outside with my toes out to the side. When I put my toes forward, I actually don't feel anything anymore. One more inhale, shift back, take your right leg back, shake it out. Inhale, left leg forward. Again, weight evenly distributed in that front foot. Knee under, above your ankle. Yes, exactly,
This
yes.
is like going.
Yes, you see a lot of this? Yes. So again, look on the outside of left knee. Look down, make sure your hip is in alignment with your knee and not, I don't know what people are doing. So inhale, navel in and lift up. Again, look at your hips, where'd they go? Make sure your weight is evenly distributed between both legs. People tend to dump. Hold yourself in. And then come on down. You can stay here, or hands to the inside. You can come down to lizard, dragon. Again, lift that back knee as you need to. You can also use a block under that knee, or a pillow, or a blanket. That left foot can stay forward. You can go to the side, or you can open it. And you can come down. One more inhale. Come on up to your hands. Lift your right knee. Tuck your back toes, lift your right knee. And step back to three-legged dog. Again, look to see where your hip's going. And if you like, bend that left knee. Open your hip. Chest is still facing the mat. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Left foot by the right. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Have your blocks ready. Actually, let's do this. Drop your back knee. Release your toes. Inhale, arms up. Navel is in. Exhale, hands by your side. And then just lean forward until your right side touches your thigh. But keep your navel in. This is especially now. Look back, see what your hip's doing. Yeah. It's okay. I just learned this. It's okay to put your chest on your thigh. It actually just tells you that you have the range of motion people don't have. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down. Tuck your back toe. Lift your right leg up. Come up to three-legged dog. Because it feels so good. Right foot to the mat. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step forward. Drop your back knee. Release your toes. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands by your side. Lean forward without losing the integrity of your hips or your back. We're not doing this. Neck is in line with your spine. It's harder than it looks, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Suck in your gut.
Yeah, it's an hour-long Kegel. Inhale, release your hands. Tuck your back toe. Lift your back knee. And up to down, three-legged dog. And left foot to the mat. Alright, let's put some work in here. Right leg up. Point your toes. Exhale, bend your knee. Bring it forward, knee to nose. Inhale and hold. Exhale, step forward. So much breathing. Inhale, come on up. Arms may go up, hands heart center, behind your back, gold post, whatever floats your boat. So again, evenly spaced, weight even on your right foot, big toe to the inside of your left knee, 6-inch spikes on that left foot. Activate, don't just kind of hang out, but elevate and wake up that left leg. Navel is in, shoulders broad, ribs in, neck tall. Inhale, exhale, hands to your side. We're going to do the same thing except with our knees up. So inhale, exhale, come down, come up a little bit more, right there, like an angle. Look back and see what your hips doing. It's okay to use your blocks. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down. Drop your left foot. Turn your right foot. Okay, let me address some issues from yesterday.
Oh dear.
This drove me crazy. Okay. So you guys know your hips are in a socket. Rest for a second.
Okay.
So, so if your toes are out, your hip is coming in this way. Here's the socket. Okay, so when you go into goddess, anatomically that's where it is. If you come to forward fold,
No, you gotta move your feet.
yes, you're asking that hip bone to go backwards. Always, always. Toes to the front or in when you come to forward fold.
Yeah, she didn't cue that at all. No, she
So
didn't.
anyway, let me just go ahead and switch. So all right, come on up to your wide-legged stance. Toes forward or heels on a little bit, depending on what your body's willing to do. And come on down to a forward fold. Don't come down yet, don't come down yet. Shift your weight, right there, now come down. Can you come forward like a half, right there. You feel the difference?
I usually wiggle around till I
Yeah.
kind of like get that sweet spot, and then sometimes I do this. And it's so fabulous.
Option, arms forward, arms back. Tradition says fingers are forward, knees are elbows bent under your legs. You can put your hands behind your feet, around your ankles. You can even clasp your hands behind your back and bind and pull yourself over. Move your hips a little bit more forward. There you go. Stay right there, Liz. Do you feel the difference?
Mm-hmm.
Pulls on your hammies more, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
One more inhale. You guys look way too comfy.
Inversions are resting poses.
Inhale, hands to the mat. Push yourself up. Walk yourself to the left. In a high lunge. So before we come up, check the weight on that left foot. Make sure you're wearing your 6-inch spikes on the back foot. Come on up, inhale. Check the left toe by your left knee. Navel is in. Shoulders are soft. Ribs, bottom ribs are coming in, shoulder, chest is open. Inhale, stretch long. Exhale, arms by your side. Come forward to get that perfect angle between your head, the crown of your head, and the back foot. Can you move your torso, your shoulder toward there, right there, right there.
I like this one better down. Just saying.
Yeah. Exhale, hands down. Come on up to three-legged dog. Bend that left knee. Shift your weight forward to plank. Left knee to chin. Inhale up. And release. Come down to your knees. Back to child's pose. Just those few poses and we've done a half hour.
That was crazy hard stuff, though. No, see, I didn't know. I should have known you were gonna like make. Oh, see, you just rest on your thigh. No, you can't. There's always a catch on this.
There's always a catch. Of course there's always a catch. Come on your backs. Yeah, that's why I'm like, why are we doing so much? Yeah, no. You guys have your straps with you? Grab your
Always,
straps.
always.
I gotta find mine.
What's everybody's favorite ones?
All right, when you're ready, just a good morning stretch. Try putting your palms together.
Oh,
Lovers, actually do this. Both arms up, palms facing each other. Left arm down. Cross over. Move your hand, move your palms, turn your palms so that they face each other. Doesn't matter which way. And see if you can hold hands. You can clasp here, you can stay here, or try putting it above your head. It's a different stretch. It's called lover's hands. There's probably a name for it, but I have no idea what.
There's no way I can touch the ground.
If you can touch the ground, great. If not, that's fine. It's just that's dependent on your shoulder mobility and your elbow too.
Well, if I bend the elbow, I can cheat with it.
I keep my hands together on my elbows.
Hands, yeah, it's not going. I don't think it will. I'm trying to think. I'm pretty. Yeah, it won't. Just the hands. All right, arms up. Undo your hands and just reverse. Okay, right hand down. Palms towards each other. Up, 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 both hands up. Okay, right hand underneath the left. Cross, turn. There you go. You can stay here or you can put it above your head. And release. Shake it out. Inhale, exhale, knees to your chest. You can rock side to side. You can rotate your hips. And I was reminded of something today, so we're gonna do it. Feet on the floor. So we're gonna go into bridge. Make sure you find something to look at the ceiling and don't move your eyesight. Don't move your head. Don't look sideways. Don't look up. Your neck is only one neck and you don't want to mess that up. So inhale, navel in. Exhale, lift up. You can stay here, or you can clasp your hands, externally rotate your shoulders, grab your hands, and maybe you can come up a little bit higher. Just inhale. Exhale, release your hands, release your shoulders, come down one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, navel in, exhale, lift. Option to grab your hands, roll your shoulders under. You can stay here, or you can lift your heels. Maybe you can come up a little bit more. Exhale, release your hands, release your shoulders, come down one vertebrae at a time. Last thing to go is your feet. If you need to shake it out, if you need to straighten it, be my guest. Inhale, navel in. Exhale, lift. Option again, hands, shoulders. This time, if you can stay here, you can come up on your toes or you can come up on your heels. It's a little bit harder and you'll get more work out of the outside of your thighs. Release your hands, shoulders, roll down, release your feet. Next time we go up, you can do any of those options. And or I can give you something else. Inhale, navel in. Exhale, lift. Option, hands, roll your shoulders under. You can stay here, or shift your weight to your right foot. Raise your left leg up to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bend, 2, 3, 4. Keeping your hips up. Put your weight on the left foot to the count of 4. Right leg, 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 2, 3, 4. Stay up. This is when you gotta do the work. You can keep doing that, or step your feet like maybe a half foot forward. Left leg up to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can come down 2, 3, 4 all the way to the floor, or thread your left foot under your right leg. And hold. Release. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. 2, 3, 4. Reset if you need to. Last time, right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can come down. 2, 3, 4, or thread your right foot under your left. Yes, your hips will swing. Hold. Release. 2, 3, 4. Down. 2, 3, 4. With control, release your hands, release your shoulders, and come down slowly. Inhale and exhale. Strengthen your legs. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, knees to chest. When you are ready, both feet on the mat. Pick a leg, any leg. Bring the right knee to your chest. You can keep the other leg bent, or you can straighten it on the floor. That one's awfully low.
I'm looking for somebody.
You can stay here, or you can take that knee closer to your armpit. Try to keep the left hip down on the floor. Inhale your knee back to center. Grab your strap. Put it around your right foot and lengthen. Try to keep a soft bend to that knee. Keep both your feet flexed. You can stay, here, let's do this. Keeping your sole of the feet facing towards the ceiling, pull on the strap, push with that foot. You need to engage your belly button in really tight and the rest of your pelvis to stabilize you. Release. One more time, pull on the strap, push against the strap, and release. Take the strap in the opposite arm. Move your big toe to the opposite left shoulder. Again, keep your knee soft. Yeah, people want to do this. That's later. This is more work. Take your same thumb as the leg up and push it on that hip crease to keep your hip down. Think about keeping your hips in alignment. You can stay here, or if you like, bring it all the way down. You may have to shimmy your shoulders to keep your shoulders down. Want to block, Annette?
Oh, I got it with that strap.
Okay.
That's why I like strap stretches.
Take that same thumb as the hip that's for the leg forward. Again, thumb to your hip. Remind your hip it has to stay in alignment instead of falling forward and back. Down towards the mat and in alignment with the rest of your hip. Keep your navel engaged. One more inhale and then exhale, legs up. You can stay here or switch hands again and then open up that leg. Try to keep that opposite hip down. Here's another one you can play with. Move that extended leg up and down, because the stretch will be different depending on what angle you have it at. One more inhale and then exhale, bring your right foot up. Get rid of your strap. Keep the foot up. Bend that bottom knee, or bottom leg. Yeah, the one that's on bottom, bend it. Ankle to the top of that thigh. Arms to a T. Inhale, lift your hips up, move it 2 to 3 inches to the right. And keeping your leg where it's at, drop your bottom, yeah, that way. You can stay here, or you can gently push on that right thigh, not the knee, not the hip, the thigh, to push it back a little bit more. Another option is to push your foot into the floor. Next option is to take that raised foot up above the bottom thigh, and then see if you can open it. Bring it up on the thigh, grab the foot, and then open. There you go. Yeah, half lotus. Gotcha. Got you in it. Look at you. Slide that foot back to the top of your thigh. You can either release and come up to center, or use your core and come up to the middle with the leg still on your thigh. Reset your hips back to center. You can stay here, or you can pull that bottom leg up to your chest. Reclining pigeon. Flex that top foot. You can grab your thigh, grab your shin. If you want, you could straighten out that leg. You can rock side to side. Again, this is another one of those poses. It doesn't have to be static. Shift your weight, because it will change where the stretch is at. And release. Straighten your legs, shake them out. Another option is feet to hip width, mat width apart, and windshield wiper your legs. Whatever feels good. And we have the other side is an exposed. And when you're ready, hips on, feet on the mat, whichever leg you didn't do, grab the knee to your chest. That bent leg can stay bent, or you can straighten it along the mat. Navel is engaged, hips are engaged, keeping your hips down on the mat, especially the side that's bent, because it has a tendency to come up. It's the path of least resistance. I'm so proud of you. You can stay here, or you can take that left, or the knee towards your shoulder, towards your armpit, I should say. Try to keep the opposite hip down. Flex and point your foot and see if you feel something different changing, and it would be the back of your upper bottom, like on the outside. Come back to center, grab your strap, And straighten your leg. Soft bend to that top knee. Don't hyperextend. Inhale, navel in. Pull on that strap. Push. Exhale, push with your foot. And release. Inhale, take a breather. Inhale, pull on the strap. Exhale, push with your foot. And release. Opposite hand to the strap, keeping that hip down. You may want to put your thumb on that hip crease right now to remind it to stay down. Take your raised toe over the opposite top of the opposite shoulder. Ooh, man, I'm feeling this one today. One more inhale. And then exhale, take it all the way down if you like. You may have to shimmy your shoulders over to keep both shoulders down. Oh, I didn't tell you this on the other side. That leg that's on the mat, you can keep it long or you can bend it. Yogi's choice. Again, that extended leg up to the side, move the angle up and down depending on where you feel it. Just keep a nice soft bend to that knee. One more inhale. Exhale, come on up. Straighten yourself out on the mat. Inhale, exhale, open that leg. Keep the opposite hip down. You want to put your hand on the hip to remind it to stay down. Also flex that bottom leg down. It'll help you stay down. Again, move that leg up and down. See if you feel it differently depending on the angle. One more inhale. Exhale, come on up. Lose your strap. Bend that bottom leg. Bend the top leg. Ankle to knee. Inhale, lift your hips. Move up to 2 to 3 inches to the opposite direction of your bottom leg. And then let that foot come find the mat, the floor. Yes, that your left, whatever leg is on the floor will, foot is on the floor, the hips will come out. You can stay here, or you can do a gentle press to that thigh, push it away from you. Push on the floor with that foot. You can stay here or take that foot and put it on top of your thigh. Slide it all the way up. Grab it with the hand and then open your hips. Maybe you can open it to the point where the bottom of your foot is facing you. One more inhale. Exhale, slide that foot back towards the bottom of, or the top of your thigh. Shift your weight to the center. Straighten your hips. And then reclining pigeon. Yogi's choice. Grab the thigh, grab the shin. That bent leg can straighten. You can rock side to side. You can also try the same leg that's in pigeon and the same arm. Take your hand to the inside sole, the arch of your foot, and push it towards, like I've got my left leg. Push it towards the left and see if you get another stretch.
Oh yeah, that outside.
Uh-huh. And when you're ready, release. Got a couple minutes to play. There's something else you guys want to do? Happy baby is always a good option. Supta Baddha Konasana. You need another hip opener.
And when you're ready for Savasana, whatever that looks like for you. On your back, on your side. Put your socks on, your jacket, blanket. Take a deep breath. Exhale, let it all out. One more inhale. And let it all out. Breathe in and out through the nose, not the mouth, unless directed otherwise. The nose filters out pollutants and it moistens and warms the air. Breathing should be natural, smooth, easy, slow, quiet, complete. Exhaling fully and deeply is the first step to better breathing. It stimulates the function of the brain cells, rids the system of stale air. Exhaling helps activate the relaxation response via the parasympathetic nervous system, and it lowers your heart rate. Exhaling fully creates room for the inhalation. More importantly, taking time to fully inhale and exhale slows the breathing rate down. Slowing the breathing rate slows the brain down, causes the brain to get more oxygen, results in heightened awareness, increased alertness, calmness, diffuses anxiety and nervousness. Oxygenation of the body is essential to physical health and well-being. Breathing abdominally rather than chest breathing results in greater transfer of oxygen into your blood. Cells use oxygen to create energy. Oxygen is necessary for all organs in the body. Shallow, irregular breathing can result in accumulation of bodily waste, toxins, inadequate functioning of all body organs and tissues. It's also an indicator of stress. Breathing that is slow, smooth, and deep helps alleviate these issues and leads to a clearer and alert mind. Close your eyes and bring your attention to your breathing. It's time to begin breathing the air as it comes in and it goes out while breathing through your nose. Continue feeling your breath each time it comes in and as it goes out. If your mind begins to wander, just bring it back to feeling and sensing your breath. Notice if you can feel movement in your belly, your ribs, your collarbone, while breathing naturally. Take your time. During the next several cycles of breathing, empty your lungs more than usual each time you breathe out. Let all the air out, compressing your stomach to squeeze all the stale air out and carbon dioxide out, letting it all empty out. Each time you breathe in, take in a nice full deep breath and let the air go all the way to the bottom of your lungs. Feel your stomach rise, your chest expand, and the collarbones lift. As you breathe in, your diaphragm expands and massages all the internal organs in the abdominal area. It helps digestion. As you breathe out, relax, allowing any tension or knots in your belly to naturally untie, to let go. Breathing in fully and completely. Breathing out, letting it all go, relaxing more and more. Breathing heals you, calms you, it's soothing. When breathing in fully and completely, oxygen is entering your bloodstream and nourishes your cells in the body. Breathing out releases metabolic waste and toxins. Your breath is cleansing you, healing you. Use the breath in another way and take advantage of the mind-body conscience. If you wish, imagine exhaling confusion and inhaling clarity. Imagine exhaling darkness and inhaling light. Imagine exhaling fear and inhaling love. Exhaling pain, inhaling relief. Exhaling anxiety, inhaling peace. Exhaling selfishness, inhaling generosity. Exhaling guilt, inhaling forgiveness. Exhaling weakness, inhaling courage. During the next few breath cycles, breathe in through your nose and sigh out through your mouth. Let the air stay out as long as it's comfortable, and naturally allowing another breath to come in by itself. Let your breath return to its normal, natural pace, and return to your nose. Return to using your nose. Continue to breathe naturally, slowly, smoothly, deeply, letting your breathing be steady, easy, and quiet. Each time you exhale, allow yourself to feel peaceful, calm, relaxed. If your mind wanders, bring your attention back to your breath. ready, take a deep breath. Exhale, bring your mind back to the room. One more inhale. Exhale, wiggle your fingers and toes. Inhale. Exhale, elbows, wrist, ankles and knees. One more inhale. Exhale, if you like, turn to your favorite side. Stay there for a couple of breaths. And when you're ready, gently press yourself up to a seated position. Hands to your heart. Thank you for sharing your practice with me.
Namaste.
Namaste.